Welcome to the Film Channel Movie Silver Screen.
Detective Ma Suk-do, Ma Dong-suk, and Detective Kim Min-jae, join a new crime investigation team headed by Jang Tae-soo, Lee Byum-soo, 7 years after the Roundup in Vietnam in order to look into a murder case. Ju Sung-cheol, Lee Jun-hyuk, the son of a strong chaebol family, is the opponent they face. The case also involves the Japanese Yakuza. He soon learns that busting a synthetic substance is involved in this case and begins investigating deeper. The mastermind, Ju Sung-cheol, Lee Jun-hyuk, continues to seek trouble, and Japanese drug dealers Riki Munetaka Aoki and his crew travel to Korea to join the mayhem. Things are on the edge of getting uncontrolled. In a tried-and-true format, this crime caper is slick, elegant, and quick, offering equal parts exciting action and humorous levity in a well-established structure. With its trustworthy hero, multiple cunning villains, and a ton of battling, the Roundup, No Way Out exemplifies the old saying that sometimes it's best to keep things simple. Directed by Park Hoon-jung, the Childe focuses on a boxer who was born to a Korean father and Filipino mother. Attending illegal underground fights in the Philippines to raise money to fund his mother's surgery, the boy travels back to South Korea in the hopes of tracking down his father that abandoned him, and in the process, he gets mixed up with some bad people. He's been trying to track down the father he never knew in hopes that he'll help pay for the operation his mother needs. While on the plane ride to Korea, Marco encounters the nobleman, Kim Seon-ho, who mocks and taunts him. He keeps making Marco wonder about the real reason why his father is looking for him, after all this time. Once Marco reaches his destination, he finds himself in the middle of a bloody fight for control of an immense business empire. While the film's focus is the action, the acting is also quite impressive. Moviegoers will have to keep an eye out for the twists and turns that will be unveiled near the end of the movie. Kang Tae-ju is excellent as Marco, a man way out of his depth trying to stay alive in very hostile circumstances. But it's Kim Seon-ho that really steals the show as the mysterious nobleman. Our main character, Kwan Yu, Ji Chang-woo, is an extraordinary gamer who receives a phone call and is falsely accused of murder. He follows through on what appears to be an ordinary request, but after being summarily arrested with forensic evidence that appears to be indisputable, his life takes a bizarre turn. He is a loser without a job in real life who was expelled from the national taekwondo team for altercating with a teammate. However, he is a heroic online gamer who spends much of his time at an internet cafe. He demonstrates ingenuity, leadership skills, and a willingness to put himself in danger for the sake of his fellow players. His confusion will only grow deeper as he finds himself painted as a monster in the press, and along with his allies decides to find the real culprit and prove his innocence. With the help of hacker Yeo-wol, Shim Moon-kyung, he tries to uncover the truth behind the murder case. Featuring a fast-paced plot and with each narrow escape, plot twist, and betrayal more outlandish than the last, Park Kwang-hyun's Fabricated City delivers plenty of creatively conceived high-tech surveillance sequences. With an intricately staged car chases and unexpectedly visceral fight scenes, a snappy visual style, Park's absorbing third feature should appeal equally to high-tech enthusiasts and crime action film fans.
네가 왜 이렇게 됐는지 알아?
A decorated detective who commits a murder in self-defense realizes he is in a trap and must unravel past mistakes to discover why he was targeted in the first place. As he gets near to figuring out who the mastermind is, a man turns himself in, claiming to be the killer. This individual introduces himself as Kim Jin-ki-woo, Choi Daniel, the son of a murderer, a case that Detective Choi has previously handled. The film begins with policemen arresting a man, as the man's son begs them not to take away his father. However, things grow complex when the deceased body is discovered hanging from a crane on a building site. Choi feels uneasy since the body hanging is that of the person he murdered the night before. He is tasked with finding the killer. The film is carried by outstanding performances from the cast, led by veteran actor Sun Hyun-ju, 3 Days, and supporting actors Ma Dong-suk, Bad Guys, Choi Daniel, Big Man, and Park Suk-joon, She Was Pretty, who dutifully fulfill their roles in putting together the plot. Even though Sun Hyun-ju's the one who takes us through the story as the male lead, but in reality his character is just one small chess piece in the grand scheme of Jin Ki-woo's revenge. Park Suk-joon did an excellent job, and he skillfully led the audience on, thinking he was simply that investigator who was in risk of losing his life from knowing too much, but he actually plays a much larger role in the great scheme of things. The film is fast-paced, and if you enjoy mystery criminal thrillers or merely Park Suk-joon, this could be the movie for you. With multiple narrative twists along the way, a captivating story, and great suspense throughout, the audience is left questioning their ideas about who is truly evil in the story. In the end, the film manages to chronicle wicked actions without presenting a single villain. The film starts off with Jin-so, Hang Hanul, moving into a new home with his family, his mother, father, and older brother who had a limp on his leg. The time is set to be in the year 1997. Jin-so suffers from hypersensitivity, but with medication he is able to live normally. One rainy evening, Jin-so sees his older brother being thrown into a van by a group of men. After 19 days of being gone, Yuso suddenly returns home, until he is reunited with his family. But he doesn't remember anything from his disappearance. That's where the suspense began. The younger brother, Jin-so, notices enough changes about his older brother, including the limp on his leg being gone, and behavior that he begins to suspect that the person who has returned is not Yuso. It is so mind-blown when we realize who Jin-so and Yuso really is, since they aren't who we think they really are. Throughout the film, the main character tries to find the truth of this entire situation. The raw emotions of fear and confusion is constantly portrayed by the main character. The cinematography absolutely carried this movie. The lighting, the angles, the sound. What really happened? What is real and what is fake? Why has he been lied to? This movie's plot twist and acting is quite flawless and intense. You forget you are in your room staring at a screen. The plot itself is intelligently written and done. This movie is full of suspense, and when the viewer struggles to solve the mystery or finds it really difficult to solve the mystery, that is something remarkable and it will give you the chills. The film centers on Han Du-kyung, a dubious police officer who finds himself torn between the city's corrupt mayor and internal affairs. In order to deal with the issues of a terminally ill wife, Detective Han Du-kyung, Jung Woo-sung, does something for his wife that he would not normally do, but he is caught. Du-kyung Han forced drug dealer Sak-dae give Kim Won-hae, his informant, to perform the task. Han's co-worker Hwang observes the transaction and tries to get in on it, but Han declines, and they quarrel until Han's usual partner, the idealistic but naive Moon's son Mo, Ju Ji-hoon. After a police officer is unintentionally killed and a witness in a case against the mayor is intimidated, Internal Affairs is brought in to look into Han. Han is blackmailed by prosecutor Kim Kwak-do-won to produce evidence of Park's corruption within a week or face jail time. To take advantage of this place, Mayor Park Song-bae, Hwang Jung-min, is not afraid to engage in a variety of dubious activities, including breaking election regulations and working with gangsters. Prosecutor Kim Cha-eun, Kwak-do-won, who is aware of Han's employment for Mayor Park, wants Han to go undercover and betray the mayor so they may finally catch him after he has managed to elude capture for years. Han is forced to follow the plan for the benefit of his wife, Park's half-sister, but he is torn between two sides and must decide which is safer to betray. Hardcore action fans, with a taste for plots with characters who aren't quite morally upright, and those who enjoy a high corpse count get a kick out of it. One expects a violent ending from this decidedly dark and extremely violent South Korean crime thriller, and Kim Sung-soo delivers. He tells a story that is full of betrayals, double crosses, and supposed authority figures, spilling an excessive amount of blood in one of the most gruesome and unabashedly gory final acts you'll probably see on screen. This movie is so over the top in every way possible. The tale revolves around the loyalty and treachery between the main character, Hyun-soo, the undercover police officer, and the inmate commander, Han Jae-ho, played by grizzled veteran, Sol Kyung-gu. To become a hotshot cop placed deep undercover to eventually join the gang, Hyun-soo was sent to prison by his relentless and brutal female police commander Choo-eun-soo, Jeon Hae-jin. One day, Jae-ho encounters Hyun-soo, a new prisoner who disobeys the rules and shows no respect for authority. Jae-ho is also the second member of a criminal gang led by Ko Baeung-chul, Lee Kyung-young. After discovering that Baeung-chul was the one who set Jae-ho up for his imprisonment, Jae-ho is secretly planning to take his boss. Pretty young prisoner Jo Hyun-soo, Im Sher-won, is eventually released from jail after a 3-year sentence, and he is greeted on the outside by his former jailbird buddy and criminal bigwig Han Jae-ho, the prisoner who sets the rules and has the most authority among the inmates. Choo-eun-soo was plotting to infiltrate a huge drug smuggling enterprise controlled by Jae-ho's paranoid criminal leader, Chairman Ko Baeung-gab, Kim Hae-won. This movie is full of twists and turns. While it's impossible not to feel for and grow attached to Jae-ho, Sol Kyung-gu, it's definitely Hyun-soo that is the true star of this movie, and for to keep changing side to the police and then back to Jae-ho is so confusing but great. The ensemble performed an excellent job of giving captivating performances, embodying their characters on a deeper level, and creating a painful, heartbreaking atmosphere in which to drown. The cinematography is luscious, and the action sequences are expertly produced. The Merciless, which jumps back and forth in time, fits together like a jigsaw puzzle, each piece revealing more detail of a huge canvas full of perilous shared secrets, fragile loyalty, and Faustian deals. The truth is there are no good guys, just victims of trusting the wrong people. Emotions are twisted, feelings are generated where they should not be, and trust is betrayed. You may have seen it all before, but Bayun makes sure we know we've been on an exciting ride.